Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, so if you're new, welcome. My name's Kat. Today is going to be kind of a bit of a life update, a plant update. The first thing I'd like to do is kind of give you guys a little bit of information on where I've been for so long. So what I'd like to do throughout this video is kind of flash some photos on the screen. But I did take a little bit of a break because I was pregnant. We had a little beautiful baby boy. His name is Edward. He's a sweetheart. He's about 3 months old now and we love him so much. But that being said, I did have to take a little break because being pregnant took its toll on me, and being a new mom took its toll on me, and going back to work, it's all a process. But we're kind of getting back into the swing of things now. His dad, my partner, is comfortable being a stay-at-home dad. Sebastian, I love him so much. So I'm so glad that he is willing to do that for us, because I think if he wasn't, I'd be a little lost. So let's go ahead and get into the planty side of things. The first thing that I'm going to do is start this video with a little bit of a purge. I was trying to figure out the best way to incorporate this into a video, but because there's not very many plants, I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. A lot of them I have already gotten rid of, so there's no way for me to film it. And to be honest, because I was just trying to clean out, I don't really remember what all I got rid of. But I do have a couple here that I still need to toss, so I'll go ahead and mention them. The first one is going to be my Monstera Andersoni. Yeah, he's not doing great. So we're going to go ahead and take it off of this trellis that I got from Plant Story. I want to say Cat's Mats, but I'll link it down below. It's really cool. It's a little acrylic, iridescent trellis, and her daughter actually decorated the little soot sprite charm, so that's being kept for sure. I'm going to put it here until I'm able to put it back on another plant. We're going to go like that. The next one makes me a little bit sad, but because it makes me a little bit sad, I did replace it. It is my Thanksgiving cactus. This guy got really neglected, and I brought it back, and then it got neglected, and then I brought it back, and then it got neglected, and then here we are. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy. The next one is kind of a purge. It's my philodendron. It was my philodendron, I want to say Glorious or Gloriosum. She was beautiful, large. She survived a lot. She was a fighter. But it didn't make it. But I do have, let me see. Oh, I think it's in my prop jar. I do have in my prop box one little bitty cutting. That plant had a lot of little growth points that had multiple leaves, and I was able to save one of them. And if there's anything to update you guys on later, I'll update you guys on it. And then the last one, I think what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to try again, because when I first got it, it had root rot. So what you're supposed to do with cacti is you're supposed to chop them and then wait 7 to 10 days before you put them in soil. But mine never grew roots. It's been a long time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it again. I'm going to wait 7 to 10 days for it to callus over, and then I'm going to try again. And if it doesn't work that time, I'm going to call it quits. But now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick up the phone, and I am going to kind of hold my phone while I go about and water things. And as I water, I'll also be kind of updating, and if there's previous pictures to display the plant, I will. If there's not, then you'll just get some footage of me watering. Hopefully it won't be too shaky, but this is kind of a new process for me, so I apologize in advance if the camera gets a little wibbly wobbly. All right, so first up is going to be my, ooh, the name is escaping me right now. Dieffenbachia. It is a Dieffenbachia. I don't know the specific variation, but the leaves have always been a pretty decent size. We're going to go ahead and hit her with some water. And I've mentioned this in, I believe, other videos. I've got a couple that are filmed but may not go up yet. But I do a mixture of just normal water, and I do the Miracle Grow indoor plant food, as well as a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, because that helps get rid of any rot that may be. This one back here, I can't remember the name for the life of me. If I am able to find it, I will put it up on the screen. That's the cactus, and we're not going to water it because we're going to chop it. This is a Monstera albo. Just a little bit. That back there is a Syngonium. I want to say Syngonium Maria, or something along those lines. It's a purple variation. Again, just a splash. This is a Philodendron Red Congo, and it needs to be repotted into a larger pot for sure. You can tell that because these larger leaves are older growth, and then the newer growth is getting smaller again. And we want to make sure that those leaves stay big and luscious. So that brings us over here to my Syngonium albo. We're going to give it a splash. And it's the winter time, so they don't need to be super saturated. This is, don't let the name on the pot fool you. This is a Pothos Enjoy. She is one of the most dramatic plants I have. In probably an hour, it's going to be perked up and standing nice and tall, bright and beautiful, no more droopy. She's very dramatic. Big drama. Sorry, I'm struggling to hold the camera still and water at the same time. We've got an aloe vera that does not need to be watered, a Christmas cactus that needs to be repotted and does not need to be watered. We have a succulent that is passively getting watered. We have a cactus that does not need to get watered. And down here, we have some garlic that is passively getting watered. We've also got a Hoya tricolor. Now, this Hoya tricolor was recently watered, and they, kind of like succulents, don't need to be watered as much in the winter. So she's just going to chill. You can see that little white piece there. Those are aerial roots. This is a nice prolific grower if you treat it right. Back here we've got some more succulent nodes trying to grow. And here we've got another garlic. So that's what we're working with right now. I've got a couple plants also in my little prop box, but oh, I forgot to touch base with Philodendron and Monstera deliciosa. But yeah, that's my current collection. I've got a couple more in my prop box that we're working on, but that's the main group. That's the main plant shelf. But yeah, feel free to like and follow. Hopefully I'm trying to post a lot more, so we'll see you soon. I've got some more videos recorded. I just need to work on editing them.